At 61, the tragedy of Keanu Reeves is beyond heartbreaking, not because he lacks fame, fortune, or global admiration, but because his life, despite all outward success, has been marked by loss, pain, and unimaginable personal struggles that have largely remained private. And while the world knows him as the charismatic, humble, and seemingly unshakable star of films like The Matrix and John Wick, very few truly understand the depth of the hardships he has endured over decades, beginning with the instability of his childhood, which included a broken family, frequent moves, and the emotional toll of abandonment. And as he grew older, personal tragedies continued to follow him, from the sudden death of his close friend River Phoenix, a loss that devastated him as a young actor, to the heartbreak of losing his infant daughter, who died shortly after birth, a tragedy that profoundly affected his relationship with life, love, and fatherhood, and compounded by his former partner Jennifer Syme's tragic death in a car accident in 2001, which left him grieving once again, forcing him to confront the fragility of life in ways most people cannot imagine. Yet despite these immense personal losses, Reeves remained publicly composed, rarely discussing these events in interviews, and choosing instead to channel his grief into his work and private life, demonstrating a resilience and humility that have earned him admiration around the world. And while fans often celebrate his generosity, kindness, and reputation as one of Hollywood's most grounded stars, these public virtues were forged in the quiet crucible of personal suffering, making his seemingly serene demeanor all the more remarkable because it masks years of heartache, solitude, and emotional struggle. And even his professional life reflects a pattern of perseverance through adversity, with career highs interspersed with periods of rejection and obscurity, which he faced with characteristic humility, never allowing fame or failure to define his sense of self. And in recent years, Reeves has become an emblem of empathy, humility, and gratitude in an industry often obsessed with glamour, controversy, and excess. Yet these qualities are deeply intertwined with his experiences of loss and suffering, giving his kindness a depth that resonates with fans who sense there is more to his story than meets the eye. And as he turns 61, the tragedy of Keanu Reeves is not simply the personal grief he has endured, but the contrast between the vibrant, admired public figure the world sees and the private man who has carried extraordinary pain quietly for decades, a reminder that behind the smiles, generosity, and legendary performances lies a human being shaped by hardship, resilience, and enduring vulnerability. And perhaps what makes his story so heartbreaking is the recognition that even someone who seems to have it all, talent, fame, admiration, and success, can still experience profound personal sorrow. Yet, despite it all, Reeves continues to inspire, connect, and give to the world, proving that even in the face of tragedy, strength, kindness, and humanity can prevail in the most extraordinary ways.